Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another weekend daily update video. And let's take a look at Palantir. It's been exactly a week since we've taken a look at Palantir, and we had a very big move on ticker symbol PLTR yesterday. So let's talk about that. As we always do, I'll do a recap of how the market traded on Friday. As you can see by the heat map here, we'll see how Palantir traded on Robinhood yesterday. I'm going to show you two news articles. One that probably explains why Palantir had such a nice pop yesterday. We'll update our technical analysis. And as we always do, we're going to end the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing with Palantir to end the trading week. So let's get right into it. Looking at the heat map here, just as a quick refresh, a lot of red on the board. Not a super great day overall in the market. I mean, big tech was green, but not by much. The semis got hit pretty hard. Financials, banks, a lot of other sectors got hit pretty hard. Even Netflix was down 2.5% after being pretty big up after their recent earnings. But let's get right into it. Looking at Palantir on Robinhood, take a look at this. Up 25.4% on the day. After hours, it was pretty much flat. I mean, 0.03% in the green. But on the week, I mean, take a look at this weekly graph. On the week, just because of Friday, we are now up 21.6%. But look at this. It was doing a whole lot of nothing all week long. In fact, it was kind of just slowly melting away till Friday happened right here, and it just went straight to the moon. On the month, you're still looking pretty good. Again, because of this Friday rally, you're up 15% now on the month. On the past 3 months, you're up over 235%. Some really big gains. Let's take a look at the option premiums to see how juicy Palantir is if you want to sell some options or maybe even buy some options on Palantir for this coming week. So let's say you want to sell some options, run the wheel strategy. Well, to sell the put, I always like to look at the money option just to see how juicy the stock is overall right now. So you would collect $230 in premium. You would have to put up $3,250 in capital, because remember, this is per share price and every contract is 100 shares. So you have to multiply this number by 100 and this number by 100. So your return on risk is going to calculate out to being 7.1%. That's pretty darn juicy. So that's to be expected because we had this big pump on Friday. So I currently do not have any positions on Palantir. Let me know in the comments below if you have shares or options open on Palantir. But I will say, certainly on my radar right now because the premiums are kind of juicy, and these are for the weekly options that expire this coming Friday, January 29th. Let's take a look at the news article that I saw. So the first one I saw, this one actually came out at the end of the day after the market closed on Thursday. And this one is about a new board of director that was joining the company, and her name is Lauren Friedman Stat. So I do not know much about her, but it says that she has 15 years of experience at Accenture, where she served as senior advisor to Fortune 100 companies. She helped her clients develop new strategies, optimize operations, and manage large-scale change. So hopefully, maybe the market saw this hire as a bullish form of news. So that may have slightly impacted the pop that we saw on Palantir on Friday. But I think the real reason why Palantir popped is because of this news article right here. So this one is from Investors Business Daily. This is titled Palantir Stock, which they actually called the stock of the day. They claw back as the other top software IPOs struggle. So the real meat of this article is down here because they talk a lot about Snowflake and they compare how Palantir right now is looking better than Snowflake is. But really, the meat of the article is right here. So if I scroll down, it says, unfortunately, Palantir has yet to turn a profit amid high research and development expenses. Like C3.ai, Palantir uses artificial intelligence software. And government agencies, which are Palantir's primary customer, they use their software for intelligence gathering, counter badness, and military purposes. And the customer concentration has been the one issue for Palantir stocks. So if you've seen my other videos on Palantir, you know that's the one point that analysts keep bringing up, is that they feel as though the bulk of Palantir's business comes from just a few customers. So they're worried that if they lose a customer or two, well, then that's a significant portion of their customer base that they might lose. But really, above that paragraph, here's where this article really gets interesting. So on January 26th, so this coming Tuesday, after market hours, Palantir is going to have their demo day. And I think the reason why the stock popped on Friday is because they released a little bit of details on their demo day. So they're going to demonstrate their two primary software platforms, which are called Foundry and Gotham, to the general public. So I think this news is what caused Palantir to just surge. And the demos will include examples of how Palantir's commercial and government customers, including manufacturers, defense agencies, and others, use its software. And for me personally, and I know other people in our Discord server and in the YouTube comments, this is big because I know Palantir has been talked about on Reddit, on Wall Street Bets and such, but really nobody truly knows what Palantir does. So hopefully during their demo day, they will kind of clear up some of that fogginess and show exactly what their customers need their software for, what their software does, basically what is their product, just so us investors can kind of wrap our heads around what this company does. It says Gotham and Foundry enable institutions to transform massive amounts of information into an integrated data set that reflects their operations. And we kind of said that in earlier videos, that it seems like they take a large amount of data and they basically organize it or make it easier to analyze and understand. I think that's probably a very dumbed down version of what they do. So I'm going to be very curious to see what their demo day brings. I will say, I wonder if this is going to be a case of buy the rumor and sell the news, meaning will we have a run up until demo day on February 26th? And then once the demo day actually happens, will we have a sell off? Let's go to the technical analysis chart on TradingView to show you kind of why I am just a little bit skeptical. So here's our last TA from last Saturday where we left it. And you can see, I thought we were in a wedge pattern. And that usually means that Palantir or any stock that shows a wedge pattern like this, usually it means that it either breaks up to the upside or breaks down to the downside. And I thought that we were going to break the upside, as you can see by this pink arrow there. And it looks like I was correct. So what I'm going to do, because I still think we're going to go to the upside overall, I'm going to extend this arrow out like this just for now. So again, when we have a wedge pattern forming, it usually means that the stock is just kind of building up steam to either shoot up or shoot down. And it looks like I said, we broke up, and we broke up right off the 21-day moving average, which is the orange line here. The pink line is the 50-day moving average. Now, the other nice thing about this move is that it happened on a lot of volume. Look at this big volume bar. We haven't seen that much volume since basically end of November, maybe early December. Take a look at the volume in the prior weeks of trading Palantir. Not a lot of volume there, but Friday, a lot of investors came in buying and selling stock, but as we can see, mostly buying. So that is good news. That tells me that this move will likely hold up. However, the one thing that does worry me, if we go back in time, the last three times, if we take a look here on November 25th, again here, December 7th, and even here on December 21st, take a look. The last three times we've had big green candles. The next few days are always red candles. So look at this. November 25th, huge run up, 3 days of red after that. Again, December 7th, huge green candle, 2 days of red after that. Again, December 21st, big green candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days after that. So my kind of concern is I don't want to FOMO into getting into Palantir right now because maybe, just maybe, come Monday, Tuesday, or maybe even Wednesday of next week, we'll have a little bit of a sell-off, maybe a little bit of profit taking or a little bit of a pullback. And that might be a better entry point if you decide to buy shares or buy or sell options. So that's what I'm going to be looking for if I decide to play Palantir. See what Monday does. If we have red day Monday, maybe Tuesday, that might be a better entry point. So really, I think what my arrow should look like is something like this, a little bit of a pullback and then overall up. But the other thing, like I said earlier, I'm worried about is a buy the rumor, sell the news situation where we have a run up until February 26th, up until demo day. Then after demo day, we have a little bit of a sell off because now people have sold the news essentially. The other thing to keep in mind is earnings are also coming up on February 11th. So a few weeks away, but earnings are coming up. That's also typically going to make option prices pretty juicy or even juicier than they already are. So let me know what you think. I think the one thing I will add to my TA is I'll probably add another area of support or resistance somewhere right around here because it looks like this candle on the 27th of November topped out there. This wick topped out there on December 8th. So that's around $31 or so, low $31. So let's see if that holds up. Maybe we'll have a pullback to like about 31 and then go up. So maybe I'll move this thing up like this and this arrow up like so to be a little bit more accurate for my predictions. Well, again, I am expecting a little bit of a pullback, but this is just my opinion, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you make any trades. Let's take a look at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing on Palantir on Friday. So here's the Trade UI platform that I like to use for my option flow data. And take a look at this. We're looking at Palantir for Friday, and Palantir was the third most popular option flow that came in behind Apple and SPY. 237 call options versus 115 put options. So we're not going to take a look at every single option, but let's take a look at the largest money orders. Here's one for $713,000. This one was a 30 strike call. The green boxes are call options, red boxes are put options that came in. That Palantir was $32 at the time. So this one is definitely a hedge. Let's see what else is coming. Here's one for $500 or over $500,000. Again, another 30 strike call for February. Again, another hedge because it's below the current share price. So these are both essentially monthly options that are hedges. So I wonder if the big money is also expecting a little bit of a pullback, or at least is hedging their bets in case there is a pullback. Let's see what else happened maybe towards the end of the day for some big money. So here's one for $223,000. This is a 36 strike call option. So this is definitely a bullish play that came in basically 7 minutes before the market closed. So someone is betting a good chunk of change that Palantir is going to continue going up for the next week or so. Let us see what else we have in terms of big money options here. Here's another one for $230,000. Again, another hedge, a 30 strike call that actually expires this November. So what's another one? Here's another $230,000 option. Again, this is a 29 strike put option that was bought. So this one is a bearish play. And one more, here's another one for $200,000. Again, a 29 strike put option. So again, a bearish play. So it seems like, at least towards the end of the day, a lot of these are from the last half an hour of trading. Seems like a lot of the big money is either hedging their bets because maybe they're seeing the same thing that we're seeing in terms of the pattern of once we have a big green candle, there's a little bit of a pullback in the next few trading days. It's going to be interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you have any current positions on Palantir, whether you have shares or options. As always, make sure you join our Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and StockTwits. But most importantly, I hope you're having a good weekend, and let's have another green trading week. Happy trading, everybody.